Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to share methods to solve one of the biggest challenges we all face, making life decisions without hesitation. Are you struggling with things like this? Maybe you spend hours researching the perfect restaurant for a simple dinner out, only to regret your choice anyway. Or perhaps you've been thinking about changing careers for years but can't pull the trigger. Maybe you're stuck choosing between two good options and the fear of making the wrong choice keeps you frozen. Or you find yourself asking everyone for advice, collecting more and more opinions, but feeling even more confused than when you started. Many people have the same concerns. In fact, research shows that we spend an average of 3 years of our lives stuck in decision paralysis. That's 3 whole years we could have been living, experiencing, and growing. The methods I'm sharing today might be helpful in breaking free from this cycle and becoming someone who makes confident choices quickly. So why do we struggle so much with decisions? There are actually 3 main root causes that create this problem. First, our brains are literally wired to avoid loss more than seek gain. Psychologists call this loss aversion, and it means every choice feels risky because we focus more on what we might lose than what we might gain. It's like our brain has a built-in alarm system that goes off whenever we need to choose, warning us about all the things that could go wrong. Second, modern life presents us with too many options. A famous study found that when a grocery store offered 24 types of jam for tasting, only 3% of customers bought any. But when they reduced it to just 6 options, 30% made a purchase. This is the paradox of choice. More options actually create more anxiety and less satisfaction. Third, we mistakenly believe that perfect information will lead to perfect decisions. We think if we just research a little more, ask one more person, or wait for the perfect moment, we'll somehow achieve certainty. But here's the truth, certainty is an illusion. Even the most successful people make decisions with incomplete information. The difference is they've learned to be comfortable with uncertainty and move forward anyway. Now let's dive into the practical methods that will transform you from an overthinker into a decisive action taker. The first method is the 10-10-10 time perspective method, created by a renowned business author. This technique uses mental time travel to cut through the emotional noise of the present moment. Here's exactly what to do. When facing any decision, pause and ask yourself 3 questions. First, how will I feel about this choice in 10 minutes? This helps you identify immediate emotional reactions. Second, how will I feel about it in 10 months? This reveals medium-term practical considerations. Third, how will I feel about it in 10 years? This connects you to your long-term values and life goals. For example, let's say you're deciding whether to take a new job that pays more but requires longer hours. In 10 minutes, you might feel excited about the salary increase. In 10 months, you might be concerned about work-life balance. In 10 years, you might regret missing important family moments or be grateful for the financial security it provided. The magic happens when you compare these 3 perspectives. Usually, one time frame will feel most important, and that's your answer. Write down your answers to make them concrete, and you'll find that decisions that seemed impossible suddenly become clear. The second method is the 2-option simplification strategy. Our brains can effectively compare 2 things, but add a third option and decision quality drops dramatically. So here's the technique. First, list all your options quickly without judgment. Then set a timer for exactly 2 minutes and eliminate all but your top 2 choices based purely on gut feeling. No analysis allowed during this phase. Finally, compare only these 2 options using a simple pros and cons list. The key is that timer. It forces your intuition to surface without interference from your analytical mind. Many people who try this are shocked to discover they instinctively know which options matter most. One person used this to choose between 5 job offers and realized in those 2 minutes that only 2 really excited them. The decision became easy after that. The third method is the morning decision sprint. Your brain has limited decision-making capacity each day. Researchers call it decision fatigue. By noon, you've already made hundreds of micro-decisions, depleting your mental resources. That's why CEOs like Mark Zuckerberg wear the same outfit daily, to save decision energy for what matters. Here's how to use this. Wake up and immediately tackle your most important pending decision before doing anything else. Set a timer for 15 minutes maximum. Make the decision and commit to it before checking email, social media, or starting any other activity. Your brain is freshest in the morning with maximum willpower. It's like having a superpower that fades throughout the day. One entrepreneur started using this method and cleared a 6-month backlog of business decisions in just 2 weeks, simply by dedicating those first 15 minutes each morning. The fourth method is the voice it out method. There's something magical that happens when we verbalize our thoughts. Patterns become clear that were invisible in our heads. Find a trusted friend or partner, or even just use your phone's voice recorder. Explain your decision dilemma out loud without any preparation. Describe each option and how you feel about it. Pay attention to which option you naturally defend or lean toward while speaking. Often, you'll find yourself saying things like, "I know I should choose option A, but..." That, "but," is telling you something important. The option you find yourself defending or getting excited about is usually your authentic choice. If you don't have someone to talk to, record yourself and listen back. You'll hear your own preferences clearly. The fifth method is the good enough standard, based on research about satisficers versus maximizers. Maximizers seek the absolute best option and are generally less happy with their choices. Satisficers seek something good enough and move on, and they're consistently happier. Here's how to become a satisficer. Define what good enough looks like for your decision. Aim for 70 to 80% satisfaction, not perfection. Choose the first option that meets this threshold. Move forward without looking back or second guessing. Remember, you can often adjust or change course later if needed. Most decisions are reversible. Amazon's Jeff Bezos distinguishes between one-way doors and two-way doors. Most decisions are two-way doors that you can walk back through if needed. Treating them all like permanent one-way doors is what creates paralysis. The sixth method is the decision automation system. We waste enormous mental energy on recurring decisions that could be automated. Start by identifying decisions you make repeatedly: what to eat for lunch, what to wear, which brand of common items to buy, which route to take to work. Create standard choices for each category. For example, Monday lunch is always salad, Tuesday is soup, Wednesday is sandwich. Your workout is always Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. You always buy the same brand of everyday items. Follow your preset decisions without reconsidering each time. This might sound boring, but it's actually liberating. You're not eliminating variety from your life. You're eliminating decision fatigue from your routine so you have more energy for decisions that truly matter. One executive automated 15 daily decisions and reported feeling like she gained 2 hours of mental energy each day. Let me summarize what we discussed today. First, act within 3 minutes using the 10-10-10 rule. Next, simplify every choice down to just 2 options. Then, trust your morning clarity when your brain is fresh. Additionally, speak your decisions aloud to reveal hidden preferences. Furthermore, accept good enough instead of chasing perfect. Finally, automate the routine decisions to save mental energy for what matters. The most important thing is to start with just one technique today. Pick the method that resonated most with you and try it on your very next decision. After watching this video, please try the 10-10-10 method first. It only takes 3 minutes, so you can literally do it right now with whatever decision you're facing. You might feel changes within a week as you build your decision-making confidence. It's okay if it's not perfect at first. Continuing little by little is what matters. Small steps lead to big changes, and every quick decision you make builds your confidence muscle. Tomorrow, you'll wake up as someone who makes choices and moves forward, not someone stuck in endless analysis. If today's content was helpful, please hit the like button. It really helps others find these practical solutions. If you want to know more practical life improvement methods, please subscribe to the channel. Let's solve problems together and create the lives we want. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and remember, the best decision you can make is the one you make quickly and learn from.